Very simple. If they think that it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon, then they should oppose me, but nobody thinks it's okay.
Here's Trump saying that Tucker actually did apologize to him.
Have you seen the Tucker Carlson Senator Ted Cruz interview? It seems like this issue on whether or not the United States should strike is kind of dividing a lot of your supporters.
No, my supporters are for me. My supporters are America first. They make America great again. My supporters don't want to see Iran have a nuclear weapon. Tucker's a nice guy. He called and apologized the other day because he thought he said things that were a little bit too strong, and I appreciated that. And Ted Cruz is a nice guy. I mean, he's been with me for a long time. I'd say once the race was over, he's been with me ever since, right? But very simple. If they think that it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon, then they should oppose me, but nobody thinks it's okay. People that I don't want to fight either. I'm not looking to fight. But if it's a choice between fighting and them having a nuclear weapon, you have to do what you have to do.
Arynne, I don't know if it's the yellow tie, so that's like multiverse Trump or what, but to me, that's as good as anything he has ever said. It is as honest and real as I've ever heard him say anything. He basically takes two guys who Tucker once texted that he hates him, then Tucker supports him, then Tucker goes after him here, and he says, I accept the apology. Ted Cruz was the last guy against him, election before this one, the original Trump 45 run. And they said horrible things about each other. And he points out he's been a supporter the entire way through. He wants to hold that. He wants to hold MAGA. And he also basically says, I don't want to fight, but I want to win. It's like, how much better could it possibly be than that?
No, I am loving this version of Trump, both on the fact that he just, he doesn't he doesn't sweat the small stuff anymore, right? And this isn't even not even that small. This is actually quite large. Tucker has a huge following. I'd argue he is one of the most influential voices in the movement and in politics right now. And it's, a lot of people know he's very close with different people within the administration. So there are serious concerns when someone like Tucker voices strong opposition to Trump. And Trump doesn't care because he knows what his audience wants, what his supporters want, and what he wants. More importantly, Donald Trump knows what he promised the American people. He knows what he has believed for decades, and he is sticking with it. And all the other interviews be damned. He doesn't care. And I think the clip you just played, it's very representative of all the other clips we've seen of him over the last week, especially when everything started between Israel and Iran. This is how he's been speaking, very calmly, very comfortably, and certain of himself and what he needs to do. So it's very reassuring in a very unstable time that this is how Trump is approaching everything.